Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, June 26, 2018. This is Jennifer. I'm back in front of my design wall today and I have a little quilt to share that I did not make. It was a donation from Lena. I've actually already quilted it, but it doesn't have any binding, but it's so small I was able to just put it right back up on the design wall. Just a little baby quilt, and it's all fisherman fabric. She even sent enough fabric for the back and the binding, so I will have it done in plenty of time for the next Linus Connection, which isn't until the 3rd Saturday of July. I'm still chugging away at Cosplay. I have nearly finished the sewing for the Waka costume. That is the one that has the kimono with the purple pants. I thought I was going to have it done yesterday, but I started having a weird problem with my my automatic buttonholer on my little Janome sewing machine. So the sleeves of the kimono have this ribbon that is sort of woven through it. This is not the same color fabric, but it's the same exact line of fabric. So I did some testers with my buttonholer and they're perfect. All of them were perfect. And then I started doing it on the kimono sleeves, and when it's supposed to automatically come back again, it did not. So it made them like twice as long as they were supposed to be. So I'm going to have to pick out a buttonhole and try to figure out what's going on before I put it back on the kimono, because I need to make 12 of these on each sleeve, and I really don't want to have to pick out another buttonhole. So this is the unfinished kimono. It's a little wrinkled because one of my cats decided to take a nap on it yesterday when it was sitting on my sewing table. This is the book I learned to use a sewing machine with way back in 1996. It's also how I learned to read patterns. It has instructions on all of those little magical things that are in clothing patterns that you might not know what it means. All of that is in this book, and I'm pretty sure this book is still on the market, just an updated version of it. So it might not have the pattern in it that I'm using, which is this pattern. It's a patternless pattern. It just shows you how to, I don't want to show you too much because, you know, copyright and stuff, but it does show you how to cut all your pieces out, and it shows you how to make it. And I have made this so many times. I've made it for robes, I've made it for costumes, I've made it for all kinds of stuff. So I adapted that to make this. The side seams are not sewn, it doesn't have any hem, so the little ribbon will go around this way. So that's all I have left on the jacket. And then my son has been working on the headpiece. This is what he has so far, and this was built on the base of an inexpensive baseball cap. So he cut down the bill of the cap, and then all of this is felt, and then he's drawn in all the lines. And then underneath the cap will be 2 of these. So these are wings. They're very long. They'll go all the way down to like almost to his calves, I think. All of these need to be red, and so we're going to dip dye the corners of this so that it will dye this red. I'm going to do some testers first because I don't want it to dye too high. It's only supposed to come up to about here. So that's the bottom edge, and then there are little ones on the side. So these are wings that go off the back of the hat. So as soon as that's dip dyed and the kimono is finished with the buttonholes, the side seams, and the hem, that is it for me for his costume. He's still working on some props, and it's been really fun to costume again. I want to thank you guys for all your compliments last week. I love costuming. I don't get to do it as often as I did when my kids were little, so when I get the opportunity, I tend to grab it. I am working on the Metroid charts. I pulled those up and started making a document, and then I got pulled away from my computer, so those are in progress. I will have them up on Friday on Sewhook, and it'll be a while before they're on Fandom and Stitches because our Fandom and Stitches queue goes like into August at this point, so I'm not gonna usurp anyone's spot to post those on Fandom and Stitches, but I will have them on Sewhooked on Friday. Speaking of Fandom and Stitches, tomorrow is the final Art with Disney quilt along post with Alita, also known as Twilo. She will also have a few extra blocks. We were hoping to have some design invitational stuff come in, but I didn't see any, and I don't think she got any, so it's probably just going to be her bonus blocks. But it has been a wonderful quilt along. It is very different. We get asked for applique all the time, and this was an applique quilt along. Also, go check out how she's joining her blocks, because she made quilt blocks, but she's crocheting them together, and it is a very unique look. So be sure and check out tomorrow's post for that. If you are a Talk to Me Tuesdayer and you are participating in our 2018 quilt block swap, make sure you mail out your July block next week. Can you guys believe July is here? Sunday is July 1st, so anytime next week. And if you could drop me a comment or send me an email or a text message or a personal message or whatever, just let me know that you've mailed your block. That would be great. And I am with Jules. I would love to see what January through June, like when you guys start doing things with your blocks, I would love to see what it is that you decide to do with them. And finally, Choose Your Own UFO starts next week on Fandom and Stitches. So pick your Fandom and Stitches UFO. If you don't have a Fandom and Stitches UFO, you can start something new. Maybe if there's a quilt along you wanted to participate in and you didn't, this is a good time to start it. Or pull out a non-Fandom and Stitches UFO and work on that. We will be supporting you in the Fandom and Stitches Facebook group. I am pulling some prizes. I have a little prize box over here. You've probably seen in a few of my videos. So I have lots of neat things. I have some pre-cuts and have some other stuff. So I'm going to be pulling that out, and I'm going to be doing prizes in the Fandom and Stitches Facebook group. So you guys be sure that you head over there to post about what you're going to work on and to share each week. On Wednesday, I will be posting some prompts, and the people who respond to those prompts are the ones who will be eligible for the drawings. That is going to be it for me. You have a wonderful week. You have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye.